Please observe the following warnings before operating your burners. Position the unit broadside to wind whenever possible to prevent volatile fumes from drifting toward burners. Flues must be covered by a minimum of 6 inches of material when the burners are in operation. Do not remove material from the tank in any manner when the burners are in operation. Do not drive the unit when burners are operating. Do not operate the burners if the tank is damaged or leaking. When burners go out, allow flues to ventilate for several minutes before relighting burners. Do not heat material beyond the manufacturer's recommended temperature. Do not heat material over 200 degrees Fahrenheit if moisture is present in the tank. To prevent possible burns from material overflow, allow sufficient space in the tank for expansion of material when heating. Check the overflow tube for restrictions. Always have a dry chemical type fire extinguisher available and in good condition. The air inlet screen on the burner needs to be kept clean and free of debris in order for efficient operation. If the power switch or emergency stop switch is turned off during burner operation, the burners will turn off and will not turn back on without cycling the burner switches. If the distributor is driven faster than 300 feet per minute, or if hand spray, unload, transfer, flush, or auxiliary is selected during burner operation, the burners will turn off and will not turn back on without cycling the burner switches. Without the optional thermostatic controls installed, 999 will be displayed in place of the actual temperature, and the burners will only be allowed to operate for 15 minutes without further operator input. The burners will automatically shut down if the built-in timer is allowed to expire. The timer can be reset by the operator at any time through the timer reset switch. During the last 5 minutes of the timer interval, the message "Burner timer ending" will be displayed on the screen. The burners will not turn back on without cycling the burner switches. Ensure that there is at least 6 inches of material covering the flue that will be used for heating before proceeding. Open the exhaust stack damper or cover. Circulate material in the tank at 150 gallons per minute. Turn the burner switch on that will be used for heating. When shutting down, turn the burner switch to off. When the burner is off, close the exhaust stack damper or cover to prevent heat loss. The order of LEDs for the controller LED fault are as follows. The red flame LED, on when command applied, no faults and flame detected by CAD cell. The green power LED, on when power is applied to the control. The green motor LED, on when motor output on. The green valve LED, on when valve output is on. The green igniter LED, on when igniter output on. The fault flash patterns of the red LED are as follows. 1 flash, CAD greater than 20K on power up. 2 flashes, igniter output shorted to 12 volt. 3 flashes, valve output shorted to 12 volt. 4 flashes, motor output shorted to 12 volt. 5 flashes, no ignition detected after 15 seconds through CAD cell. 6 flashes, valve output overcurrent or shorted to ground. 7 flashes, igniter output overcurrent or shorted to ground. 8 flashes, motor output overcurrent or shorted to ground. After setting the target temperature in the display, the burners can be operated. The target temperature is reset to 95 degrees Fahrenheit when the system power is turned on and can be changed in 5-degree increments. The timer will allow 15-minute heating intervals if the temperature sender is out of range, or 60-minute intervals otherwise. If the temperature sender is out of range, 999 is displayed in place of the actual temperature. The timer can be reset by the operator at any time through the timer reset switch. During the last 5 minutes of the timer interval, the message "Burner timer ending" will be displayed on the screen. The burners will also turn off if the temperature sender goes out of range during burner operation. In all conditions, the burners will not turn back on without cycling the burner switches.